everybody? It's your boy Big Joe, and I'm here with my brother Big Phill.
Hey, yo, Boston.
And you know what time it is. This is episode 65 of the Sunday Dinnah Podcast, so let's spark it up.
Pull up a seat.
Let's see what we got in the menu. Talk to me, Phil.
Yes, sir. Joe did it again. Another special guest in the studio with us today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're going to be talking about Joe's joint venture.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be talking Kids Bop, Producer's Weekly Spread, and as always, Scumbag of the Week is on deck.
Yes, sir.
Joseph,
Yes,
who's
sir.
with us in the studio today.
We got a very, very special guest in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We got Meg Hansen of the Canna G.E.M.S. Talk to them.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
Very, very special guest. Very.
Yes, Joseph.
Yes.
Joseph. Josephine.
Here we go.
Josephine.
All right.
I didn't realize you didn't like Joseph so much till today.
It's not that I don't like it. I just feel like you and my mother are the only ones that call me that. Everybody else calls me Joe.
I know. No, I know. But I didn't know that it was such a thing. So now I'm going to accentuate the Seth portion of my job.
All right, big dog.
Joseph. Anyway, we're not here about you or me.
Yes.
We're here about Meg.
Yep.
So I had to Google you. It was really fun. Google knows who you are, which is pretty cool, right?
It's actually pretty cool.
It's badass when Google knows who you are. So why don't you tell me what Google's not going to tell me? Who are you? What do you do? Why do people want to know you?
Oh, well, that's very interesting. I'm going to have to Google myself now that I
You
know
should.
that. So I love that.
Google knows you.
My name's Meg. I'm from Lynn, born and raised, City of Sin.
Mhm.
I love where I'm from.
Yeah, there you go.
I grew up going to school out there. All my friends was out there. And then I went to tech, where I got a CNA license. I did that for about 5 years, taking care of people with Alzheimer's, dementia, home care, as well as in different rehabilitation centers. And I always smoked weed, and I couldn't get into these fancy smancy living facilities that were paying more than $14 an hour.
Damn.
So then weed became legal. I was 21. I was doing the CNA, working at the bank. I felt like a monkey because it was so easy. It's like standing at an ATM. That's all the tellers do. So I was like, let me give this a shot. I took the train out to Cambridge, right in between Central and Harvard Square back in 2017. And I went and walked into Sage Naturals for my first ever retail job interview.
Wow.
And I loved it. And I just took off from there and just helping open 3 different locations with that company. Then I did another 3 co-op locations with Apotheca. And then I went over to Apex Noir in downtown for 2 years and helped them open up. And then I jumped ship and started G.E.M.S, started pouring into myself. Got tired of working for men that don't even smoke weed.
Wow.
That's a boss, right?
Is that who owns those companies, Men Who Don't Smoke Weed?
All 3 of them, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it white men, like rich white men?
No, so the first 2 was so Mike Dundas was the owner of Sage Naturals that then became Sierra Naturals, and now everyone knows as Air.
Okay.
Okay, and then Apotheca was in 3 locations. I was Joseph Leketch. He was dude from Florida, and then Apex Noir is owned by a social equity applicant.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All
Wow.
right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Damn.
So a little more vested then. Okay. So pouring into yourself is huge, and I love that vibe on this podcast because I just started opening my own company because I wanted to pour into myself and sick of giving other people money who don't treat me the way they should, I guess. So that is I know how hard it is to take that leap and into working and building your own. So tell us a little bit about where that idea started and kind of how that took off for you.
Yeah, so being in retail ops, I always had like a connection with the bud tenders. Starting as a CNA, thinking I was going to be a nurse, I always felt like it was so important to be on that ground level, to truly understand what it's like to be these people before you're walking in with your clean scrubs, giving some pills and water and walking out.
Yep.
What's happening in between all that, right?
Yeah.
So being a bud tender and diving into training and helping open so many locations, I always had a genuine connection to stay with those people as much as I possibly could. So when I was ready to pour more into myself, all I thought about at that point was community and seeing what I could do to surround myself by the people that inspire me more than looking for these people that were above me at the time.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Like
Heard.
always looking up to different people of what I feel like are above me in my growth, and realizing how much more inspiring it is to meet with the people that are coming up, right? That the new ideas, they're not jaded, they're inspiring, and they're inspired by you, right? So it's just a constant pouring circle,
No, for
connecting with
sure.
these younger people that want to see the industry grow.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot. That like the higher up you get, the further obviously detached you are from the realization of what's changing, what the trends are. But it also makes me realize that money plays a big factor in you not giving a fuck. So as soon as the money starts flowing, the less fucks you start giving. So to really relate with like the ground people or the front line employees who are dealing with the general public, they're the ones who are getting feedback and creating conversations and building relationships with the true grassroots of that culture, right? So that's where that's all starting, right? To be able to connect with them is super important. And it's like a lot of people who are going to go into business and invest in themselves, that's always a great place to start, because I said that, like, I just opened my own security company. We just went live a couple weeks ago. And my first mission is to treat the people who work for me with the utmost respect, because I, working in that same field, was treated with nothing but disrespect. And it demotivated me, and I produced less, and then the customer therefore suffered. And, like, it was a big circle of just, like, nothing was getting accomplished, I guess. So pouring back into the people who work for you, or pouring back into the people who connect to your customers, is very, very important. So you noticing that is, I think you're gonna take this and keep going with it. You know.
100%.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Right now, everyone's planning for social consumption. I myself am a social equity applicant looking to go for the event organizer license, right? So it's also reminding me of when we went from med to rec in the industry.
Yeah.
And even when delivery came on, right? They were having all these meetings with people and having all of these study groups talking about the CCC, right? And these people that are putting these motions in place, but we're the ones that have to implement it.
Right.
Right. So having some type of real conversation and transparency on what it's like to continue to move up is key for everybody to be successful. And if I want to be successful in social consumption, I feel like it's important for me to empower these people that are on the ground now, processing sales, connecting with customers, hearing what people actually want,
Right.
and what experiences they're looking to be curated.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, if you want to start your business delivering, right? So that was one of the big hurdles for them, was to deliver. The first person you should talk to is somebody who delivers things, right? Like that. Hey, we want to implement a delivery system. Oh, you worked in an office your whole life? Yeah, come over here and tell us how it's going to work.
Yeah.
And then they're detached. Because I had, I don't think you were here, but I had weed delivered to the house very early on when they first started.
Yeah.
And they were very nice, and it seemed very organized, but they seemed miserable. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. He's like, yeah, this is terrible.
I've done delivery before in retail ops, and it can be slow. It's really depends on the demographic. There are some amazing delivery companies now, Blossom Flowers, Rolling Relief. There's En Route. There are some really great companies, but it really depends on the demographic in the area that they're in.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of dispensaries in that area, or even like they're older and can't travel. The locations I was in was never the best.
Yeah, I can imagine that'll stifle delivery, right? Because, like, in certain neighborhoods, the pizza guy's not safe, let alone the cannabis guy.
Yeah.
But they came in a, I imagine, some sort of company vehicle of their own, and they both got out. There was one armed guard, and then the person processing the transaction. But they were very professional, very polite. I'm like, hey, if this is how it's being done, I don't feel some type of way.
Yeah.
And I know some people do feel some type of way, but I didn't feel some type of way. I actually felt safer that there was a guard there because I'm like, well, fuck, nobody else is going to try to steal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just think people don't give enough credit to those people who are actually doing the work. So.
Yeah, 100%.
That is crazy.
But yeah, I had a good delivery experience. That was my chime in there. But Joe, I've talked enough. It's your turn, buddy. I've had enough shit to say.
So, Meg, I actually wanted to run something by you because I had an idea, and I know you have a lot of experience in this field.
Aw, shit.
Yes. So I was wanting to start like a cannabis lounge / restaurant. So one of the plans was, obviously I know I need my license to like distribute, right? And I need a license for being able to have smoking inside of a establishment. So I wanted to so when people check in, they could go straight to a table. You could either have your own section or a regular table. I wanted to have instead of a bottle menu, like a bud menu. They could pick the bud they want, the amount they want, and then we also have a regular food option or an infused food option. So I just wanted your opinion on how I should go about things like that, because obviously this is new to me, and maybe more advice or more into how the process for that is. So I just wanted to ask you, see what you think about it.
Well, that is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Heard.
The first step is, are you a social equity applicant, a micro business, or I'm pretty sure it's a SEE. There's a third option that's possible. Are you any of those?
Maybe a socially.
Okay, so maybe, and you're a social equity applicant in the eyes of the CCC are two different things, right? So has the CCC told you that you qualify? Have you applied for any of those?
Far yet.
Okay, so that
This is more or less a paper dream. Currently.
Yeah.
Well, and we have to manifest, right?
Yeah.
So it all depends. So I don't know, they're really not consistent with how when they open the social equity applicant process, to be honest. But as soon as it opens again, I can send it to you.
Okay.
For you to even have that option come to life, you need to hold one of those for the first 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Of this being possible. From the first day they issue a license to somebody to offer some type of social consumption spot, 5 years from that, only people like myself can operate.
Okay.
So right now, what I would tell you is you can either open a restaurant and find social equity applicants like myself to work with.
Okay.
And you could host an event potentially, right? Something similar like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or there's the chance of you partnering with, because I can hold 3 of each, right?
Okay.
So I could have a lounge, I could partner with a dispensary and have a consumption, or I could throw events, right?
Fire.
Those
That's
are
fire.
and 3 of
lot.
each one, okay? So, or you could partner with me and under my license, then it's allowed to be consumption. Okay.
I didn't even know that was that much to go into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I told you,
So-
buddy. You were dreaming, and I was like,
So what you can do right now is you can keep your eyes open and help fight the repeal against cannabis,
Okay.
and help us make sure that recreational can stay legal so we can see social consumption happen. That is the first step that I think could help empower all of us to keep this legal and for you to build more connections, because it's a lot of social equity applicants like myself that are a part of.
Do you have any upcoming events coming?
Yes, Pancakes y Pareo in Salem. So I partner with UPG Ultra Premium Gas. They are a LGBTQI plus Boricua brands.
there's a lot of words. I mean, letters, rather.
Letters, yes, all of them.
That was a lot of, LGBTQ plus.
Yes, all the letters. And we do a infused breakfast with ash shaken at 11 a.m. at the Witch Doctor. We do a big weed piñata. It is a great time.
When is that?
May 30th.
I'm busy.